Hey viewers, my name's Cara. You're watching my personal channel. Today I want to talk to you about something that is kind of hard to pin down, but this is a video that I'm recording today and I'm intending to direct upload to make sure that it gets uploaded today. So I'm not going to take the time to edit it and then upload it because that's been part of a problem I've been having. But I digress, or I'm jumping ahead rather. The thing I want to talk to you about is something that I just now decided to call the Monday problem, or literally something that people say all the time. It's kind of a cliche, kind of a silly little phrase that people say, is having a case of the Mondays. This has really been affecting me in a strange way, because if you don't know, for the past 2.5 years or so, when I was working as a server at a tea parlor, I was working for a small business, I had Mondays off. So for the past almost 3 years now, Mondays have been my day off, the only day when I was not working or otherwise needing to do something like rehearsal or going to church or whatever I was doing over the weekends. Basically, I was working full-time throughout the week up through Saturday, and then I usually had a bunch of obligation-y type stuff to do on Sundays. Monday would be my only day off. Now, I am no longer working the full-time job, but I still have other things that I do. I have a part-time job now, and theater and all this other stuff, and I've been working at the medieval fair, and I just had Pagan Pride this past weekend, everything like that, but I still have Mondays off. I have rehearsal on Monday evenings, but the daytimes in Mondays are still like my only day where I don't have any other kind of set obligation. So Monday is usually the day when I try to get things done, like go to the bank, go to the post office, stuff like that. But in the past several months, there has been a lot going on in my life, and I'm sure in everyone else's. This is a thing that happens. Life happens on a daily basis, and it changes quite a bit. So there has been a lot going on, and there has been a lot of different stuff going on, a lot of changes, and I have been noticing that my body, either my body seems to know it, or I wonder if it's not the fact that I've recognized this and now it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that I'm kind of doing it to myself. I don't really know. But I've noticed that on Mondays, for the past, few months, I haven't really been able to use that day as my day to go around and do errands and get things done and yada yada, because that's the day that I crash. I have all of this stuff that I'm doing throughout the week, and since now I am only working part-time, I'm usually done early enough in the day that I can get some errands done throughout the week. So I might go to the bank after work one day, I might go grocery shopping one day, whatever it is, and then I have rehearsal in the evenings. I'm pretty much constantly from now until March going to be rehearsing for something. I'm acting in a show right now, and then I'll be stage managing 2 other shows throughout the season that all kind of butt up against the end of the previous thing. So it'll be pretty constant. And then on the weekends, I was working at the medieval fair over the summer, and then I had big birthday plans for the weekend after my birthday, which was my first weekend off, so I made big plans for that. There will be a vlog from that as well. And then this past weekend was Pagan Pride, Cleveland area Pagan Pride. So today, for example, I intended to get a lot of stuff done. I intended to tie off a lot of knots, tie up some loose ends kind of thing. I have been spending a lot of time working on various things, such as editing a lot of videos, scheduling a lot of videos. I have a calendar in front of me, literally, that tells me when I wanted to upload certain things. And right now it's telling me I was supposed to have uploaded 4 or 5 things this past week, and I didn't do any of it. So there's that. I've also been making a lot of things for my Etsy, working on a lot of crafting things, and yet not sitting down and having the time to post them on Etsy, which is a very important final step, right? You can't purchase the things I'm making. You can't even see them if I don't post them. So I've been having this problem of not being able to tie up those loose ends. So it looks like I've been doing nothing because I haven't been doing the final step that is then putting it out there to you. So, like, if you could see my flash drive right now, and it's all separated into folders of CuteWitch772 videos and Patreon-only videos, and then miscellaneous videos that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet, there are tons of videos that I've been working on editing together that are done, that are ready to go, but I don't want to put them all out all at once. I'm scheduling them. I'm trying to do a couple videos a week or a few videos a week, but when crazy things keep happening in my life and I don't already have the schedule set up in my daily world to be like, okay, this is the day that I actually have to spend X amount of time sitting down and uploading this video, or going to the library to upload this video, because it still uploads more quickly there, despite the fact that I do have internet here right now. Still uploads faster at the library. But yeah, so I've been noticing that on Mondays lately, I haven't been able to be doing all my little errand running around, blah, 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 because I've been in go mode all week doing so much, and even over the weekends, that by the time Monday rolls around, instead of being like, okay, this is the day that I'm going to post the things on Etsy, or that I'm going to do this other thing, whatever it is, work on my pagan perspective video topics, or make a pagan perspective video, whatever it is, my body instead says, you haven't slowed down in 6 days, you're going to crash. And so I find myself having this Monday problem where Mondays are really days that I can't do anything. And it's not that I have purposely set aside this time to relax or anything. It's that I'm meaning to still be going and getting stuff done and doing things, and my body's like, nope. So, like today, for example, I was up past midnight, couldn't sleep. I'm dealing with some personal stuff right now. So I was up watching YouTube videos. I have been watching YouTube videos on my phone with the YouTube app, that's not sponsored. I watch videos on my phone just to kind of try to, I don't know, keep up on videos, but also like take my mind off of things, or just keep my mind occupied for a bit. And then typically I might watch them with my Twilight app on. So many apps. I should do a video on apps that I use on a regular basis. Maybe I'll do that. If you want me to do that, comment in the description, like this video. And so I can watch it with the red filter so that I can watch it and then go to bed right after, and it's not like hurting my eyes as much. And so I do that. So I was doing that last night. And when I attempted to go to bed, it was pretty late. I wasn't really tired. By the time I tried to go to bed, it was late. And all of the things that I didn't know were waiting in my head to then, bombard me happened. And I couldn't deal with it, couldn't go to sleep. So I had to get up, deal with that. And then by the time I actually was ready to go to sleep, it was like dawn. So then I didn't set an alarm, thinking the sun will wake me up, because it gets really hot in my room. The sun comes in about 9 or 10 o'clock. I usually wake up of my own accord. So I was like, I'll just go to sleep, I'll wake up, whatever. Yeah, I didn't wake up until like 3 in the afternoon. So right now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is all I've gotten done today, is trying to make this video. But I thought that this was an important video to make because over the weekend at Pagan Pride, I met a lot of people, and I've been hearing from a lot of people on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I am CuteWitch772, and I know it took me forever to join the ranks of having an Instagram, but now I really love it, and I do use it quite a bit, especially now that they've added the stories feature where I can post videos and pictures that will only be there for 24 hours. I really like that. So I do use Instagram a lot. If you use that, follow me there. You're missing out on some cool stuff if you're not. Anyway, so totally lost what I was saying there. But basically, woke up, haven't been able to get anything done, and this is the first thing I'm doing. Oh, because I wanted to make this video, because I've been hearing from a lot of people on Instagram, and talked to a lot of people during Pagan Pride, who just said they really appreciate what I'm doing and that I keep doing it and that it's inspiring to them or helpful to them in some way. And someone in particular said something about my Patreon campaign and how I've been open and honest about that and how that really makes them feel better about starting their own campaign. And just being open about how it's scary, but also how important it is to me to be able to have that support for my videos so that I know that I can continue doing videos regularly and that it will help me support my life and I won't have to take a lot of time away from that to do things like have a full-time job again. And this past month on Patreon, I actually was able to pay the rest of my bills that are not covered by my part-time job were covered by my videos. And that is incredible. And I intended to make a really, celebratory video about it, but I didn't because there was something weird with PayPal and I wasn't sure if I really had gotten that amount or not. Like, I was getting different numbers coming in and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really exciting. And then something else was like, no, you really only actually got like a third of that. And then I was like, oh, what happened? Like, so I wasn't really sure, so I didn't want to say anything yet, but I think it did come out that I did make the bigger amount that I thought I did, and that's incredible to me. And so right now I want to take an opportunity to say thank you to all of my sponsors on Patreon. Usually in my vlogs I only talk about the $10 plus patrons who are, and again, I think I've recorded this in vlogs like 3 times, but I haven't posted any of those vlogs yet, so they haven't heard this. Thank you to Will Barth, Kate Haskell, and Seth W., who were my $10 patrons last month in July, and probably also in June. They've been sponsoring for a little while. Thank you to the 3 of them. Specifically, they are my $10 plus patrons. Every time I post a video that is sponsored by Patreon, they pledge $10 or more to that. But I also want to say thank you to all of the people who are sponsoring me on Patreon, including all of the people who sponsor and pledge $1 a video, because all of that adds up. All of you together, it really adds up to a lot. And I know that you all are aware that I am having trouble making ends meet, tying up these loose ends and really having cool rewards for you. And I do have plans for that in the future, but I have to get to a certain point where I can have the P.O. box and I can send you guys things. I am collecting little things and I am putting little things together, especially for some of the people who have been sponsoring me from the very beginning. Regardless of how much their pledge is, I'm sending something to the people who have been sponsoring me for over a year, who have been doing it since the beginning. I really appreciate them. I really appreciate all of you. And I thank you for having the patience to understand that I am doing this by myself. And I struggle with self-discipline and really trying to make sure that I have all of my necessities covered before I then figure out my budget for what can I do, when can I get the P.O. box, when can I do all this other cool stuff that will improve our relationship as a community surrounding my channel. So thank you to those people. And so I really just felt that, because this person had mentioned me being open and honest about the importance of my Patreon campaign, I thought it was really important for me to maintain that realness that I told them really has been modeled for me by the people that I love to watch on YouTube. The people who I really love to watch on YouTube, and this is big YouTubers as well as my pagan witchy YouTuber friends, they're all really authentic. They're real. They're going to tell you about, what importance their Patreon has in their lives. They're going to tell you about the crazy stuff that they're going through. They're going to tell you about the bad things and the good things and whatever. And I don't usually like to dwell on the bad things, but there have been a lot of bad things. And I don't share a lot of the really personal, private good things because they're personal and private. But occasionally I try to do a little bit more of that for my patrons because they are supposed to be getting something a little bit exclusive. So sometimes I say certain things to my patrons only that don't get put out to the rest of the world. So if that's another enticement for you to pledge a couple dollars per video, sometimes I do that, and I do special videos and pictures and posts and things like that. But again, it's not usually super regular because I'm doing this by myself and I'm trying to put it all together. I have literal multiple calendars in front of me that have like my daily life and then my upload schedule and all of this, and I'm just trying to do it, and I appreciate all of the help that you guys have been. I appreciate all the patience and the support, and I want to be real with you, and I want to tell you I'm having this thing where, like, Mondays are the days I'm trying to get things done, and I'm not able to do it. And I don't know if it's partly my depression, partly just my kind of energetic overload the rest of the week, so my body needs to crash. I would love to say that I'm choosing a time to relax and not really do anything, but that's not the case. What it ends up being is my body kind of mutinies and says, no, you're going to take this day. You're going to sleep until 3 in the afternoon because you need to. I don't care if you don't get this, that, and the other thing done. You can wake up and make a video and tell people about it, but you're going to sleep. So that happened today, and this is what I'm doing. Sorry this video is all over the place, but I felt that it was important to put out there, and it was important to make a video and post it immediately. So let me just tell you before I go, let me tell you some of the things that are coming up, okay? So this past week, I was supposed to have uploaded Medieval Fair Weekends 2 and 3. It's going to be in 2 parts. It's going to be a part 1 and 2. I was also going to do a little mini thank you to my Patreon sponsors and a, hey, I'm going to be at Cleveland Pagan Pride, come see me. Didn't end up doing that beforehand, but I did run into a few of you. It was very nice to meet you and take pictures with some of you. If you met me at Pride and you took pictures with me, please send them to me somewhere, either on Instagram, tag me in it, or send it to me on Twitter or my Facebook page or something like that. I want to see it. I want to see them. I actually have an album for pictures of me with friends that I've met on my Facebook page, so that would be cool. And then I was supposed to also have uploaded my vlog from when I went to see The Tempest with my new best friend. And I mean, I have multiple best friends. I mean, my newest best friend. And then I was also going to upload another Patreon-only clip and just a little vlog of me hanging out with my family, gardening, and picking beans from the garden. That stuff was supposed to have been posted by now, but is not. And then next month, if I turn the page, I would be having a September update coming up next. Not sure if I'll just let this count as that or if I'll still do a September update for you. And then the video that I made with my mom while she was here in June will be going up in September. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. It is crazy. I'm so behind on things. And then, I'm going to be editing together a bunch of the other random clips from when my mom was here visiting. That'll go in a vlog. And then I have Medieval Fair Weekend 4 and 5, a little miniature meditative type clip that I made over the summer for you. And then I have a couple vlogs back to back. The night before the first weekend, or the last weekend in the Medieval Fair, I made zucchini tater tots for a potluck, and they're vegan. I vlogged making that and my vegan risotto, so it's a little bit of a cooking, a little bit of a hanging out with my friend Evan video, and then it kind of goes right into the last weekend in the Medieval Fair vlog, which is kind of a longer vlog. I can't remember if that's in 1 or 2 parts, actually, but those will probably be getting put up together. And then after that, I had not scheduled anything else specifically, but there are a bunch of videos on my flash drive ready to go. So that's a little sneak peek at what's coming up. I can't guarantee that it'll end up in that order because my life. I'm actually almost out of recording space, so I'm going to end this video now. Let me move my Facebook bubble out of the way because someone's been messaging me and it's over the stop button, and I did this the last time I recorded the video and I don't want to do it again. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for your love and support and understanding. It really means the world to me. I love hearing from you all, and I hope that you are having a good time. If you're having a hard time, I feel you, and I will be sending you some love. So thanks for watching. Until next time, don't forget to be awesome. Blessed be, and goodbye.